Namaste, welcome everyone. Invite your palms to rest on your thighs. Sit with the chest lifted. Invite your elbows to move back a little bit towards your mid-back and feel how that may bring a sensation of opening and freedom in the chest. And as you arrive to this practice today, take notice of the heavy bones in your body going down and expanding with gravity towards the core of Earth. And then an opportunity to also notice the lighter bones in your body, like the skull, the sternum, and how there's this little bit of play between gravity taking the heavy bones down and the lighter bones rising up. We invite this journey today to be an opportunity to use our bodies as the vessel for awareness. And as we touch into the rise and fall of the breath, we bring the spirit of compassion, joy, and ease to this practice. Amidst all of the things that are happening today in the world, the injustice, the divisiveness, the ongoing targeting of people of different minorities, we have an opportunity to deliberately move towards compassion and the understanding that we are not separate, but all one. The opportunity to bring awareness to how this issue of feeling separated comes or starts within our hearts. And if we can tap deep inside our true self, our essence, that divine place in ourselves, we can touch into what's most needed in this world right now. Love, union, compassion, and peace. So as we enter the practice and bring our palms together with the thumbs resting in front of the heart center, we have an opportunity to not only support ourselves through this practice, but also expand our energy and support to all beings, and to understand the interdependence of all humans and all beings, wherever it is that we are all in this world. Bringing a quality of luminosity, lightness, and freedom into this journey today. A moment to set your intention as we enter the practice. And then if you choose to join me, we'll open with the Om sound, inhaling deeply through the nose, a big exhale through the mouth, and then breathing in again. And we connect the head to the hands and the heart, the three together for a moment. When you feel ready, release your palms to your thighs again, lifting the head and opening the eyes. Welcome everyone, I'm Karina, I'm subbing for Sue. Thank you for being here. Today we are using a few props. So we'll start by coming onto our mats first. And we're going to start prone. So I'm going to come down onto my mat on my belly and take a moment here. We are going to start working a little bit in opening the side body and the shoulders, which is the main idea of today. So what I'm going to do first to start is that I'm going to put my left hand under my left shoulder, kind of like what we do when we want to go into a cobra, but that's not the shape. Left hand under the left shoulder, I'm extending my legs, and I'm going to bring my right arm straight in front, okay? So then from here, my head, I'm going to leave it a little off the mat, but if you feel like it's more comfortable for you to bring the head down, you can do so, okay? Keeping my left hand under the left shoulder, I'm going to stretch my right arm far, as much as I can. I'm going to move my brows. And then from here, I'm going to start walking that right arm and hand towards the left. You may want to move the left hand a little further to the left as well. And you just, what we are just doing is to stretch that right side over to the left and kind of like off or out of the left upper corner of the mat. I'm just walking my fingertips as far as I can go. And I'm breathing in and out through the nose to start activating the nostril breathing. I'm starting to slowly feel that stretch and opening in the right side. Let the right shoulder move towards your ear and push the floor away. Good, and then I'm slowly walking back towards the neutral where I started, and I'm going to put my right hand under the right shoulder, left arm in front. I'm pushing a little bit with my right hand. Like I said before, I'm keeping my head off the mat for now. And then I'm going to walk that left hand towards the right upper corner of my mat. My right hand, I'm also going to use it a little bit further out so I can push and lift. There's a little bit of a twist there, but it's not extreme. It's mostly stretching that left arm. And then breathing a couple of times here to feel the opening in the left side, the left armpit, the left side of your torso. Try to extend through the legs. One more breath here. And then I'm slowly walking back towards the center. Beautiful. Now for the second thing that we're going to be doing, I'm going to start on my left side so you can see me turn towards you. So I'm going to put my left arm like the cactus shape, right? So it's like this on the other side. My elbow and my shoulder, they are in the same line, in the same plane. And then with my right hand right under my shoulder, I'm going to start leaning towards the left side, okay? I'm going to add something to this. If this feels like it's enough, you're going to stay here. And again, you can choose to put your head down or add a pillow there or a blanket, or just stay with the head a little up, okay? This is already intense. We are opening the chest, and you may feel it in the front of that left shoulder, so you can stay here. And I'm going to add some extras like I usually do, and you choose if you want to add them or not, okay? I'm going to lift my right leg a little bit off the left leg and pushing through both heels. And then I'm going to send my right leg a little further back. I have my wall here, so I cannot go very far, but I'm taking the leg just a few inches behind me. And at the same time that I'm doing that right leg back, I'm going to send my right arm forward into a diagonal. So it's like if I'm extending my right arm and leg away from each other in a diagonal, okay? So then this intensifies the posture a little bit more. Like I said, you can rest the head or keep it a little bit up. Stretch arm and leg away from each other. One more breath. Good, and then slowly bring that right hand down and we come towards the belly again. Second side, now I'm going to keep my right arm to the side like the cactus shape or goalpost, shoulder, elbow, same line. Left hand is under my shoulder. First, you're not going to see me, but you're going to see how it looks on the other side. So I'm going to roll over, right? My right shoulder first. And this may be the place to be for today, okay? So this is, let's say, step number 1. And this is already a lot of work. We are twisting and we are opening that right shoulder. Keep the arm as it is. If you want to add the extra steps, I'm lifting my left leg just a little bit off the right leg. I'm still extending both legs away from the hips. And then I'm going to send that left leg a little further back, not super intense, and the left arm away in a diagonal. Okay? Taking a couple of breaths. Good, then slowly returning, we come back. Okay, this opening is really good for the body. There's also a twist and a side opening, so I'm going to repeat it. Left hand under the left shoulder. Left arm into the cactus shape. Right hand under the shoulder. One more time we go over the left side. Good, we know what's coming here. You can stay. If you did the first version on the first time around and you want to try the second one, we lift that right leg, we send the leg a little further back. I'm going to move myself so I have a little bit more space to do it. So that right leg goes a little further back in a diagonal if you're choosing to do that. And then the right arm goes forward and away from that right leg. Breathing in and out. Good, then we return and we switch into the last side. Right arm like the cactus shape, left hand under the shoulder, we roll over. Take a deep breath in, exhale, release. And choice here to take that left leg a little up. Then I'm sending left arm and leg away from each other into that diagonal. If your lower back is sensitive or you feel like the twist is too intense, keep that left leg a little closer, don't go so far. Good, and then we return. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands under the shoulders. Push slowly so we can come up into hands and knees. And from here, we make sure that the shoulders are right over the wrists, the pelvis over your knees. Give yourself space. Press into the base of the palms, and we take cat-cow 3 times. Slow, so we really give ourselves the chance to open the front of the spine. And then exhaling with your breath, creating that connection with the movement and the fluid breathing cycles. Inhaling, shoulder blades go down your back, lifting the sternum. Exhaling, drawing the belly up. One more, inhaling. And exhale, bring that abdomen in, round the upper back, bring the chin towards the chest, and we return towards the neutral. Beautiful. Okay, from here, we are going to widen the feet so they touch the edges of your mat. I'm also moving my knees a few inches behind my hips. And from there, we're going to take our first downward facing dog. I usually, if you take classes with me all the time, you know already, I usually start my first down dog with my toes out to the edges of my mat and my knees bent because I want us to activate our upper back. So we lift towards that downward facing dog, but I'm not stretching my legs yet. I'm pressing with my palms so I can make my arms active. I'm pushing the floor away. I'm letting the head and the neck become heavy and drop down. And I start by trying to send my chest towards my legs or towards the back of the room or the back of the mat. And then once I feel that, I try to gently move my shoulder blades down my back towards my tail. It's not extreme. I'm not forcing a lot. I'm just making sure that the shoulder blades are not dropping into my ears. Then I'm going to draw the pubic bone up, the ribs in, and keeping those actions with the hips firming into the center of the pelvis. I'm going to start extending the heels down, okay? We try to keep the sacrum tall or high, And then again, I'm going to draw the abdomen or the belly button, zipping it up towards the nose. And if you need to pedal your feet a few times, please do so in this wide leg position, just a couple of times. And then we re-extend both legs. We send that sacrum up. Again, relax the neck. Good, then we're going to bring the feet a little closer, hip distance apart like a regular down dog. And from there, we are going to walk our hands back towards the feet. And we are going to bend the ankles, bend the knees, and bend your hips. And relax the torso, relax the head and the neck. So you see how my hands are touching down? So you make sure that you're bending enough so you can touch down or put blocks in front, okay? Relax the head, say no or yes. Good, then draw the belly in, lengthen through the front of your spine, and we're going to come up through a chair pose. We are going to try and sit a little low, lift through the front of your spine, and take the goal pose or cactus shape here. I'm going to sit a little lower, draw the navel up towards the chest, and open those elbows back to open the chest, send the shoulder blades down. And then we are going to inhale, send the arms up, and exhale, release. Beautiful. Let's take a deep breath here. And exhale. Good. And we go from here back into the top of our mat. Inhaling, we send the arms up overhead. Exhaling, we'll bend the knees to fold into Uttanasana. Inhaling, we lengthen the front spine. Roll the shoulders back, exhale, release, and then we'll walk ourselves into downward facing dog. One down dog here. Again, we push the mat away with the hands. You can, I like to usually spin my fingertips just like a millimeter towards the sides of the mat, so I get the base of my thumbs to be more actively grounded and pressing away. Good, and then from here, we'll come into plank pose. Push the mat away, lengthen the front spine. Exhale, go back to down dog. We'll do two more like that. Inhaling, draw the navel in, slowly coming towards the plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. And one more time. Slowly draw the navel in, feel the opening in the shoulder blades. Then as we come to the plank, we firm the shoulder blades behind the chest. Back to downward facing dog. Good, and then bend the knees, gaze forward, and take a few steps to come towards the top of your mat. Good, from here we put the hands into the hips. We roll the shoulders back, lengthen the spine, press into the center of your heels. We come up to standing again. Release the arms. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. And exhale. Good. Super. Okay, from here we go again. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, we fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling, we send the torso halfway up, draw the navel up. Exhale, release the trunk, send your right leg back and your right knee down. Good, from here we are going to come up into a low lunge, and I'm going to show you a little trick we are going to do here today. I'm going to send my arms up, and I'm going to cross my right forearm on top of the left one. Right? Okay, so one on top of the other, and then I'm going to make my palms touch. So today we go with this, and we extend from here, lengthen through the arms, send the sacrum down, lift the belly up. Good, and then from there, tilt a little bit to the left. Feel that opening in the right side. Firm your hips into the center of your body. Try to spin the chest a little bit up. Then we come back to center. Good, we exhale, we release. I'm going to put my hands down, my right fingertips out of my mat, right off the mat. And from there, I'm going to firm again my hips in, and we twist towards the left. Okay, from here, I want us to send that left hip towards the back of the mat. Spin the belly and the chest up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Good, then we come back and release. Beautiful, now from here, one more. I'm going to keep the legs as they are and firm the hips into each other. Now feel that left hip, how low it is because we are close to the floor. I want to keep that left hip as it is, low, without moving. And what we are going to do is just activate the right leg several times. So I'm going to lift my right knee off the mat without lifting my left hip. I'm going to try very hard to not let that left hip go up. And then I'm bringing that right knee down again. 3 more times. Inhale and exhale. Shaking is normal. My legs shake when I do that, okay? Up again, slow, and then release. Good. Keep that left hip low and in. One more. Lift that knee. Back down. Beautiful. Let's put the hands down. Back to downward facing dog. Good. Then we come towards plank pose. Use your knees to come down the first time. Chest and chin. Slide onto your mat. Bring your fingertips right off your mat. Roll the shoulders back. Extend through the legs. Draw the navel up. Lift. Good. Now I want you to do something that is not officially correct, but it's good. Let the shoulders come up towards your ears. And once you have them long on the sides of your body, lift it up a little. Send the shoulders back and down again. Feel that opening in the chest. Shoulder blades are like kissing behind the heart. Then we exhale, release. Hands under the shoulders, tuck your toes. Up we go, downward facing dog. Then we are going to inhale, right leg up and back. Right foot comes forward, left knee comes down. Good, from here we inhale, we come up again. Again, the right arm goes in front of the right forearm, in front of the left one, and we put the palms together. Extend through the arms. Draw the navel up, tilt to your right. Firm the right hip down and in. Back to center, release. Left leg comes forward and fold. Press through the heels and the base of your toes. Lift the inner arches. Let's go all the way up. And we exhale to center and release. Excellent. Let's go with the second side. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, we fold, Uttanasana. Halfway up. Draw the belly up. Exhale, left leg back, left knee down. Good, we come up. We are repeating everything on the other side. Now I'm going with my arms up, and this time the left forearm is the one coming in on top, and I'm going to put my palms together, then send my arms up. If you can, send them up and back. Don't drop the head. Keep the ears in line with the upper arm bones. Firm the hips in. Draw or zip that navel up to the nose. And now we tilt to the right. Try to spin the chest a little bit up to the ceiling. Good, then we come back. Exhale, release. We frame the front foot. Left fingertips right off the mat. Firm that right hip towards the back of your mat and we twist to the right. Rolling the shoulders back, opening the chest. Feel that right hip dropping down and moving a little bit towards that left heel at the back of your mat. One more breath. Beautiful, then we release that right hand down. Now we are going to keep that right hip low. Now you're going to see it on this side. So that right hip, I want to keep it low and I want to keep it moving in towards the center of my pelvis. And I'm going to start lifting my back knee without lifting the hips as much as I can. If you need blocks under the hands, put them there. Inhaling, lifting that left knee. Exhale, bring it down. Beautiful. Firm those hips in and down. Lift the left knee and bring it down. This is super good for hip flexors. Again, 2 more. Lift and down. Last one. Lifting. It's not your hips, it's the power of the quads and extending that back knee. And then down. Beautiful. Good. Let's put the hands down. Back to downward facing dog. Good. Then we inhale, left leg up and back. Left foot comes forward, right knee comes down. We come back up again. Again, arms up overhead, left forearm on top, palms touch. Bring the arms up and back. Lengthen to the sides. Firm the hips, heel to your left. Chin off the chest, chest up to the ceiling. Back up. Beautiful. And we are going to bring that right leg forward and fold. Inhaling, we go all the way up. And hands to the heart center. And we release. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Good. From here, I'm going to use a block and a belt or anything that resembles a strap. It can be a scarf, and you can make a loop with the scarf, okay? So from here, what I'm going to do is to come and sit into the Virasana shape. I'm putting my flat block in between my heels so I can put my sitting bones on top of the block. For some of us, this shape can be a little bit challenging, so you can put more than one block if you have several ones, so you get taller and there's less compression in the knees. Another way to do it is to add, besides the block, a blanket in between the legs, or more than one blanket or a pillow, so you have also more space to sit this way. And if none of these work, it could also be that you extend one leg and then the other. And if these ones, they don't work, just cross your legs in front of you or take the Konasana or butterfly shape, okay? So first, I'm sitting here for a moment, just settling into the shape. And we're going to bring the arms in front. Interlock your fingers, press your palms away from the chest. So I'm turning my palms away, and then I'm sending my arms up towards the ceiling, pushing through the palms, lifting through the sides, sending my ribs in and down gently so they don't pop out. Keep the chin off the chest. Another breath. And then with the exhale, I'm going to release the arms and bring the interlock, this time behind the lower back. Now again, I'm going to do this politically incorrect shape by lifting my shoulders up towards my ears. Then I'm going to send them back and down, so my shoulder blades slide down my back, and then I'm extending my arms behind. So the chest and the sternum, they are lifted. The navel is lifting up towards the nose. The shoulder blades are moving down the back. Take another breath here. And then exhale and release. Beautiful. Shake it a little. Good. Another one that I've been doing this week that I really like, which mobilizes the shoulder blades and the upper back. We are going to bring the arms in front and put the palms together. Okay, so they are touching in front of me. In this exercise, I want to keep my elbows straight. So I'm not going to bend my elbows. I'm going to slide my right hand a little forward, away from the left hand. And then I'm bringing that arm back so the palms are touching. Okay, simple. Then I'm sending my left hand, left arm a little further forward, and then sliding back. When I'm doing that, I'm mobilizing, right, the upper back, and I'm isolating movement. Again, let's go with the right side, and back, left side, and back. Again, right side forward, returning, left, and back, and we take one more each side. Right side, and forward, and back, and left side, and return. Good. And really shake it a little. Before we undo this, which I know it's a little bit of a challenge, we are going to take our belt and I'm going to make a loop. Okay, so belt or anything that looks like a belt, it can be, like I said, a scarf, and you make just a loop with it. This one is a little big, but just create this. I'm waiting a moment in case that you are doing it right now. Once you have it, I'm going to start on this side. I actually want to start on the left side so you can see the rest of my body. So what I'm going to do first is that I'm going to loop, I'm going to put inside that loop my left knee. I'm lifting my left knee and I'm putting it inside that belt. So what I'm doing is tying together my shin and my thigh, okay? And then I'm scooping, or I'm tightening that belt a little bit, not all the way, but just a little bit. You see that I have some space here to put my arm underneath or inside that loop, okay? So that's it for now. That's all I want. Then, so my belt is on my left leg. My right arm, I'm going to take it out to the side. I'm going to turn my right thumb down, and I'm going to move that right arm behind me all the way until I can catch my belt. This is my left arm, which is free, okay? So the belt needs to be as wide as you need it to be so you can go with the right hand and catch it. For some of us, it will need to be very wide. For some of us, it may not be super wide, okay? It doesn't matter. Once you're there, if you want to adjust like I'm doing with my belt, you adjust it a little. So you see how we are forcing this right shoulder to really open, okay? So what I want to do there is to send the right shoulder blade back and into my heart. So it's moving into the back of my chest. Left hand to the right knee. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, bring the abdomen and the chest a little more to the right. And then you're going to bring your chin to the left. Unless there's pain in your neck. If there is pain, you stay on the right or the center, okay? So I'm bringing a gentle or opposite twist to the neck than what I'm doing with my belly and my chest. I keep hugging that belt with my right hand, going as tight as I can, right, to open that right side. Chin off the chest. Relaxing the jawline. Staying connected to your breath. And then we slowly release that right arm, shake it a little. It's going to feel a little, the work there, right? So you'll feel the sensation after that work. And then I'm going to take my belt out and move it to my second and last side. I'm going to hook my right knee inside that shin and thigh together. You tighten it if you need to tighten. If not, no, leave a little bit of space so you're not struggling to catch that belt. This time, my left arm, I'm going to move it out, thumb down. So I'm internally rotating the arm first, and then I'm bringing that left hand to catch my belt. Okay, so now I don't know if you can see, but my left arm is coming all the way over to the right. I'm taking it as far as it goes for me today. Right hand goes to the left knee. Lift the spine, take one inhalation. Exhale, release the shoulders down and bring that left shoulder blade in a little more. And now I'm going to try and drive my stomach and my chest to the left, keeping the spine tall. And if it's okay in the neck, chin towards the right. And in here, we have two different movements in the shoulder blades, okay? The left one is moving into my body, right? Moving behind the chest, the heart. The right one is more loose, is going towards that left knee, okay? So don't force that right shoulder blade to move in. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale. Last one here. Then we slowly release. Shake a little bit here through the shoulders, take that belt out. I know that we were in the Virasana shape a lot, so we are going to get out of that. Take your block out to the side. Don't be upset with me. We are going to tuck the toes and try and sit back on your heels for just a short moment. If this is super intense and it's not for you, block or pillow in between the heels and the sitting bones. This is a posture that is extremely beneficial for your feet and your legs and your spine. So if we teach our toes to spread a little more and to activate the blood from the toes all the way up, it's super good. So block, pillow or something, or just your heels. Last thing we do here, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring them down, cross the right arm on top of the left, and we take the eagle legs, okay? Just one inhalation here. Exhale, release it. Inhaling, arms up again. Last side, exhale, left arm on top, eagle arms, we lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms up. Beautiful. With the exhale, I'm going to put my hands down and back we go up to downward facing dog. Spin the fingertips out, lift up. And this is a necessary shape after all the bending of the knees and the virasana shapes. So extend, extend, extend. Send the sitting bones up, sacrum up. Bring those ribs down towards the pelvis. Push the mat away. And firm those shoulder blades behind the chest. Good. Then gaze forward and walk your feet towards your hands. Bring your hands to your hips. Lengthen the spine, and we come all the way up to standing. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to take a block again, and this time I'm going to use the length of my mat. We are going to widen the feet, not extremely far away from each other, but keep them parallel for a moment, and extend the inner legs up towards your pelvis. Beautiful. I still have my block in my hand because we're going to use it. And I'm going to open my right foot to the right side. Okay, we're going to take the warrior two to start. I still have my block with me. I'm going to keep it in my right hand. We open the arms to the sides and we bend the front knee, which is the right one. And we drop that right hip and we push into the outer edge of the back foot, lifting the inner arch. Now I'm going to put that block tall right behind the right heel or where my shoulder is. So I have it there in the tall setting, okay? Good, let's re-extend the arms here in the warrior two. Drop the right hip down, lift the inner left arch. And now we are going to put that right hand onto that tall block behind the right leg. Okay, I want you to put the left hand onto your left hip for a moment, and we are going to push that right knee into your arm towards the block. Okay, keep dropping the right hip down, push into that left inner outer foot, lifting the inner leg, and let's spin the belly and the chest up to the ceiling. Good. Now from here, I want to roll that left shoulder, bring it towards your ear, then back and down. So we are opening a little bit more towards that left side. And now I'm going to send the left arm up, bending that left elbow. I'm going to put the left hand behind the skull and I'm going to lean back, okay? See if you can send that left elbow towards the right side of your mat. Keep pushing the block on your right side and bring the right shoulder blade in. Drop that right hip, push the right knee to the right arm. Beautiful. Let's keep going a little more. Send that left arm up over the ear. We are doing this side angle pose. Push, push, push through the feet, lifting the inner arches. Good. Let's come up. I'm taking my block with me, extending the front leg. Let's put that block on the left side. Turn the right foot in and we'll take the left foot out. Beautiful. Okay. You know now that the left side, the block will go right behind the left foot or the left shin. And we are going to take the warrior two on the second side. Good. Important here to try and spread the base of your toes, pushing into the base of your big toes, not thumbs, big toes, pinky toes, and then trying to lift your inner arches like if you had two small tennis balls underneath your arches, okay? Drop the left hip down, and then we're going to take that left hand into the tall block. Good. Bring the right hand onto your right hip. Lengthen the sides. Now bring that right shoulder up towards your ear. Then send it back and into the back of your chest. Spin the belly and the chest up to the ceiling. Keep dropping that left knee. Push with the left knee into your left arm. Then we send the right arm up. Bend the elbow. Put the hand behind the head. Sit back with your head a little. And then see if you can add that right elbow going a little further to the left. Keep leaning back, left shoulder back. Good, keep dropping the left hip, pushing to the outer edge of your right foot. Send the right arm up and over the head. I know this is hard. Draw the belly up. Good, then slowly push into the feet to come up. Good, I'm taking my block with me. Take the left foot in. Just for a moment, take a deep breath. Good, let's take that block to the right side. Again, I'm going to leave it tall there for a moment. And I'm going to turn my right foot to the right side, and I'm going to have my left foot in again. One more time, we're going to go side to side, and we are going to add some modifications to what we did. This is very good to open the chest, the sides of your body, and we are also creating a lot of strength and opening in the shoulders, okay? Good, from here, again, we are in this position to go to the warrior. We extend through the arms. Good. And now I'm going to rebend the front knee. Again, I'm finding my warrior two. Draw the side body up, shoulder blades down. Good. And now I'm going to take again my right hand towards the right side with the block and the leg into my arm. Okay. Now I'm going to send straight that left arm up, but this time I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to try and lean back and send my left arm more in a diagonal towards the right upper corner of my mat. So instead of the side angle that goes forward, I'm going a little further back, and I'm trying to create a little bit more of a twist. Okay, so belly moving from the right to the left, chest from right to left, left arm up and over to the right. Good. Push into that back foot. Gaze down towards your right toes and look at that right knee. Push it back into your right arm. Good. Press the floor away. Come up. Nice. Good. Last side. Let's put that right foot in. Left foot goes out. Block tall onto the left side. Take a deep breath. Good. Second side. Check your feet. Heel to arch alignment. Usually it's what we try to go for, but if that doesn't feel appropriate for you, you can modify it. Then from there, I'm going to extend the arms, push into the outer edge of the back foot, big toe mount of the front foot, bend the left knee. We come to the warrior two. Beautiful. Lift through the sides, relax the shoulder blades down, left hand to the block. And automatically, when I put my left hand into the block, I let my left leg push into that arm, okay? Right arm goes up. This time, I'm going to modify this side angle a little. I'm going to spin the belly and the chest up, and I'm going to lean back and send my left arm towards that left diagonal, okay? I have the wall there, so it's stopping me, but I'm going really far back. Then I'm going to check my left knee. It tends to go into the center of my mat. I want to push it back and keep spinning the belly and the chest up to the ceiling. Push into that back foot, inner right thigh, lift it up. Inner line in that right leg. If the neck feels funny, you can always gaze down to the block. Good, then push into the floor, come up. And release that arm. I'm putting that block in front or to the side. Turn the left foot in. Heel toe your feet until they are a little closer. Shake it a little bit here. We made it. Okay, beautiful. Now I'm going to use this side like this one more time before we come down. We widen again the feet with the feet parallel to each other. Pigeon toes a little. You can keep your block with you or maybe add one more if you want for support. And from here with the hands onto the hips, Roll the shoulders again, up, back, and down. We open the chest. We need a lot of power from the feet. So the center of your heels and the base of your toes, they are helping you stay stable. Sacrum down, lift the front of the spine, and then we fold slowly into the Prasarita Padottanasana, we call it the forward fold with the wide legs. I'm putting my hands down, but if you need the blocks there, like one under each hand, you put it there, okay? So we are going to try and keep working through the outer edges of the feet, lengthening the sides of the torso, and almost like if you want to arch your lower back and send the sternum forward, imagine you can send your heart away from your belly. So do that, send the heart away from the belly, push into the outer edges of the feet. Good, and then we're going to do a little trick today that I've been doing also this week in my classes. I'm going to turn my arms externally until my fingers point back. So my fingertips are pointing towards my feet, okay? If you need to do that on the blocks, do it on the blocks, okay? Good, so now I'm creating an external rotation in the upper arms, which in turn opens my collarbones and the chest. And I'm going to keep that and walk my hands a little further back. You can see I'm going towards my feet. I'm going towards the wall behind me. And I'm gonna go as far as I can go and then release the head. Stay there, but I'm gonna show you sideways in case you need to see this sideways, right? So my hands are pointing back and I'm walking as far as I can go. For some of us, it doesn't go too far, no worries at all. And you can even add some kind of support if you want under the head, okay? I'm just showing for reference, but you don't need to if you feel like you don't, but it's a nice way also to support the head and rest there. Stay there for 2 breaths or 3. I'm just coming and checking. Oh, that's good. Brian, I prefer that you touch the blocks and lengthen the sternum forward more. Yes, less rounding in the upper back. Perfect. For the ones I can see. Super. Oh, Craig, that's awesome. Tone the inner legs. So lift from the inner arches up into the pelvis. Linda, that looks great. Super, Joanne, that's great. Also, Joanne, bring the hips a little forward. So you're not like pressing too much into the heels. Beautiful. Of course, if you need to keep your knees bent, you keep them bent. Like Caroline, that's great. Good, and then slowly walk your hands back. Don't come up yet. Don't come up yet. Before you come up, I want you to heel toe your feet and bring them a little closer towards each other. Beautiful, so you have a better grip to come up. Then put the hands onto the hips, and then you press all the way up to standing. Beautiful. Okay, let's release that. Shake it a little. Amazing, amazing. How am I doing? I still have time. Okay, beautiful. So shake it a little bit. Let's go to the top of the mat. Nice. Let's inhale. Arms up overhead. There's a child's pose coming, so get excited. Exhale, folding over the legs. Inhaling halfway, we lengthen belly up. Good, let's bring the hands down and walk ourselves back to one more downward facing dog. Push those sitting bones up and back. Press through the hands. Relax the neck and the head. Okay, let's go. Pressing the left foot into your mat. Inhale the right leg up and back. Firm the hips. Bring the right knee towards your chest and take a plank pose. Push the mat away. Round the upper back. Bring that knee a little higher. Then send the right leg up and back. Right foot comes forward. Left knee comes down. Yay, good. Have the blocks with you in case you need them or anything that you're using as support, okay? Good. Now, from here, I want us to bring our hands into our right thigh. Good. So I'm using that as a support, okay? Firm the hips in. You can shift the hips forward a little. Roll the shoulders back and open through the chest. Beautiful. We keep this. My back toes are tucked because I'm going to use that, okay? So tuck your back toes, firm the hips in. Imagine you have a giant block in between your inner thighs and you want to squeeze that giant block. Keep that, lift the left knee off the mat. So now we are coming towards the high lunge. Again, squeeze those hips in, the inner thighs into one another, and we send the arms up. Good, we are in the high lunge. Hook your thumbs, extend through the arms. Stay there for a moment. One more breath. Remember when we played with lifting the back knee off the mat a few times? The same action we are doing here. So we keep the right hip low, but we lift the left thigh. Good, then release that, hands down. And from there, I'm going to bring the weight of my body to the right leg and lift that left leg up. It doesn't have to go high, okay? Bend your right knee a little, relax the trunk next to that right leg, let the head go down towards your right toes, and then firm the right hip into your body a little bit more. Good. Then slowly bring the left toes back. Good. Bring the left knee down. Good. And from here, we are going to keep the left hand down. You can put a block there, and I'm going to try and bend the left knee. If you can, you bend the left knee, right arm goes forward, then I'm bringing it all the way back, and I'm catching that left foot. If you cannot catch the foot, you leave the leg as it is, you put your right hand onto your right hip, or you keep the arm moving back like this, because this is a very good opener for the chest, okay? If you're catching the foot, bring the foot into your glute just a little, press into that right big toe, and send the right hip back. Lean back a little, deep breath in, and out. One more. Beautiful, then exhale, release. Put the right hand down, we go back up, downward facing dog. And we'll take the last side. Inhaling, left leg up and back. Left knee to the chest. We take the plank, push the mat, lift the knee up. Almost like if you want to take it or touch your nose. And then re-extend left leg up. Left foot forward. Right knee comes down. And coming up with hands on top of the left thigh. Beautiful. Okay, we are here. Now we are going to roll those shoulders up and back. And again, we are opening through the chest. You can lean forward a little bit, pushing those hands into your thigh. I want you now to squeeze the inner thighs together like if you're holding a big pillow in between your legs. Good, and then like we did before when we were playing with lifting the knee, same idea. So my left hip stays low, but my right leg lifts through the knee. And the thigh, the quads, beautiful. Lift the belly up, send the arms up, high lunge, hook your thumbs. Keep lifting through that right thigh. It may be burning a little, mine is. Extend, extend, extend. Push through the right heel. Good, then we slowly release, put your hands down. Beautiful, now we shift the weight forward. I'm coming towards that right foot. And I'm going to draw the lower belly up, release the trunk on top of that left leg, lift the right leg up, firm the left hip in, relax the head, make it heavy towards your toes, and see if you can lift the inner right thigh up to the ceiling or towards the ceiling, right? You don't have to lift it super high. Good, then slowly release, right toes down, right knee comes down. Nice, last portion, right hand a little bit out to the right side of your mat. Good, and from here I'm going to bend my right knee, send the left arm forward, then all the way back. And you can even, like I'm doing, you know, hold a little bit, like round a little to go and hold and then reopen if you can, okay? Press into the left big toe, roll the shoulders back, lean back a little, bring that right foot in, or you just keep the the right leg bent and the left arm back, okay? Left hip moves towards the back of your mat. One last breath. Then release that right leg. Bring the left hand down. Good, let's go back up, down dog. Bring your knees down. Let's take a child's pose. Sitting bones back. Relax through the forehead. And your choice to bring the arms alongside your trunk towards your feet, or arms in front or to the sides, or maybe even the hands or the palms under the forehead, okay? We'll take a full minute here. And this is an opportunity to come back to your body, to notice the sensations, to return to your breath, to make your breath fluid. A good opportunity as well to return to your intention and listen to your body. A few more seconds, we stay here. And then slowly we press up until we find a seat. Okay, the next posture that we are going to do is a bridge pose, and I'm going to show two versions, okay? And then we're going to come down onto the mat and do some twists and stuff that feels really good before the end. So this week I've been showing a version of a bridge pose that I really like because it helps with all of the opening that we've been doing all along in the class, and it goes a little bit more intense in that opening of the chest. Okay, but for that one, you need a baseboard or maybe the end of a dresser or something where you can put two blocks that they are not going to move. Okay, so I'm going to show it here. So I'm putting, let's say, my mat towards the baseboard, and then I'm putting my blocks flat. The distance in between my blocks is the hip distance apart, because that's where I'm going to put my feet. Now, if you don't have a place where you can hook or put your blocks that they are going to be stopped in a way that they are not going to move, forget about it, don't worry, and you're going to do a regular bridge pose on your mat with your feet on the mat, okay? I'm going to show this version first in case you do have the space. I'm putting my feet on top of the blocks. I have the wall to support the blocks so they don't move. And then I'm going to come onto my regular bridge shape, right? Coming down onto my mat. For the ones without the wall, you just come to this same shape without the blocks on your mat. And then from here, what I'm going to do, this version will give me an opportunity to be more elevated and to open up a little more and use my hands also as support. I'm going to roll the shoulders down. I'm tucking my shoulder blades in. I'm pushing my feet into the blocks, of course. I'm using my elbows first so I can push up my pelvis and then hook again my shoulder blades behind the chest. And then I'm going to use my hands under my hips or my waistline so I can lift myself up a little higher, okay? So I'm tucking my elbows in as much as I can, and then from there I'm lifting myself up. So I'm going to say that it's a hybrid between a bridge pose and a wheel pose, because I'm going a little bit into that shape. So I'm lifting my glutes, I'm activating the glutes and sacrum in. I'm firming my hips in, I'm not moving my head, and I'm opening through the chest as much as I can, sending the shoulder blades in, okay? Take a deep inhalation here. If you're doing the regular shape, you're pressing through the feet, you're lifting, and you're lacing your fingers behind the lower back like the usual way we do the bridge pose. Then we slowly let the arms go out to the sides. And we bring the trunk slowly to touch down until the tailbone also touches down to the mat, okay? Good. From here, take a deep breath in and out. And I know that the lower back may feel a little bit sensitive after this big back bend, so we are going to undo that slowly. First, we are going to put the right shin on top of the left one, like if you take a cross leg shape, and you're going to bring your feet towards you and just press the feet towards your legs or towards your body. Breathe into the back side of your abdomen and pelvis, and let that area reset, expand into the mat. One more breath here. Good. We soften the face and the jawline, and then we switch the legs. So now put the opposite shin on top, the left one if you went like me, first the right, and now the left. And then again, I'm catching my feet, pressing my feet towards my body, relaxing the shoulders down. Soften the eyelids. Relax your ears, your forehead down to your temples. One more breath. Good, and then slowly release. If you're like me, that you're still close to your blocks and stuff, roll over to your side, press up for a moment, so you can move yourself a little bit away, just to have the space there. So we can come back again onto our mat, and this time, I'm again supine. I'm going to put my right foot on top of the left knee, bringing both knees in towards the chest, right arm inside the right leg, catching any area in your left leg. It can be the front, the thigh, and you bring your knees in. And then once you have a grip of that, push your right knee gently away from your body. Okay? Full, steady breath, and try to bring awareness to that breath, concentrating and intentionally flowing. Good. Let's switch sides. We put the right foot down, switching the left leg, left foot on top, and then we thread the left arm, bringing that right leg in. We push the left knee out a little. Take a few breaths. Good. Then slowly release that. Good. Put both your feet to the edges of your mat. Open your arms like a cactus shape, and let both knees drop to the left for a moment. One full inhalation and exhale here. Then we'll bring both knees back to center. My feet are still wide, and then I'm sending both my knees to the right. Full breath. Good, then we come back to center. Good, now I'm going to change this a little bit. I'm going to extend the left leg. My right knee stays bent, and I'm going to extend my right arm overhead. I'm going to let my right knee drop to the left as I extend my right arm up and back. A gentle twist here and a stretch. Then I'm slowly returning. Good. Then I'm going to extend the left leg, the right leg, sorry. Bend the left knee. Extend the left arm up. Let that left knee drop to the right. And then extend that left arm away from your chest. One more breath. Then we slowly return. Good. Extend that left leg for a moment. Bring your arms overhead both, extending through the arms with palms facing up. And extend through the heels. Good. Super. Then from here, we're going to bend the knees and we are going to take that right knee into the chest for a moment. Then I'm going to create a cradle with my fingers behind the right thigh, and I'm going to press the thigh into my hands and extend the right leg up. Option here, if you want to extend the left leg, you can do that. If you feel like it's easier or better to put that left foot down, stay with the left foot down, okay? Extending the right heel up, pressing to the hands. One more breath. Then bend the right knee in and release the right leg. Beautiful. We are coming towards the end. Now we bring the left knee into the chest. Create again a cradle with your hands, the fingertips. Put those hands behind the left thigh. Push the thigh into the hands and then send that left leg up. Good. We send that left leg up, and like I said before, the right leg, I have it extended, but you can bend the knee if you need. This is my yoga companion. She likes to do yoga as well. Good. So we press into the hands with the left thigh, and we extend through the heel and the base of the toes. Good. One more breath. Then we slowly bend the knee and extend that left leg. Good. Shake a little bit through the legs. Nice. Ooh, good. Excellent. Now we are going to come to the happy baby, catching the feet. Bring your knees towards the armpits. Extend through the spine. And if you want, you can rock a little bit from side to side. If you don't feel like doing that, just stay where you are. Last breath here, lengthening the sacrum towards the front of your mat. Good, and then slowly release. Beautiful. Okay, two options here. One is to start preparing for Shavasana on your mat, adding any props that you have. I usually end my classes with the legs up the wall because it's a super good restorative and also cooling shape or asana, and it's very helpful in the brain and in the whole system. So one option is if you have a wall or a dresser or a bed or the back of a sofa where you can put your legs up, that can be a super good way to end your practice and stay there until the end when I tell you that we are done. If you don't have any place where you can put your legs up, you can modify that shape by having a block underneath your pelvis and sending the legs up towards the ceiling without any support. But you will stay there for like 5 breaths, I'm going to say, or 6, and then you're going to bring your legs down to prepare for Shavasana, okay? So you choose which one, and the only difference is that, like I said, Shavasana, without the support of the wall for the legs up, it's not really very restful because you have to be holding your legs, right? So that's the only thing. Beautiful. If you are taking the supine posture with the legs up without the wall, slowly bend the knees, bring the feet down. As you press through your feet, you lift the pelvis to take your block out. And if you do have the wall and you choose to end the practice the same way with the legs up, keep them there, okay? We are moving towards Shavasana, and I usually guide the first few steps into it, and then I have a bowl that I'm going to make a few sounds to remind you that we are moving out of Shavasana. So slowly we come to rest. We let our arms relax alongside the trunk or alongside your body. You can also choose to bend the elbows and let your palms rest on your abdomen. Relaxing the back of the skull. And your whole structure starts surrendering We let go of control as we move into stillness, silence, and ease. We let the prana settle, the fluids also move towards the back of our bodies. And we let gravity bring us back down towards the earth.